this is a follow-up testimonial. The surgery was 15 months ago. We did actually a segmental correction of scoliosis. What did you refresh our memory and tell us what were your symptoms before the surgery?
Oh, I was in severe pain and I was bent over, almost 90 degrees.
Oh my, oh my. And I remember that especially, in the last few months before the surgery, you were actually, walking was becoming very difficult, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Tell me about it. How far could you walk? How was walking before?
Oh, I could just walk only to the car,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
and I'd have, wherever I was, I'd have to sit down right away.
Yeah. And I remember that, you had some other opinion. It doesn't matter where, but they suggested a stage 2-day surgery of that kind. Tell us about what were you offered then, and that doesn't matter where, but what were you offered?
Well, that they were, correct. They would do my entire spine. It wasn't just, 3/8 levels like you did,
Mm-hmm.
but it would be 2-day surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would be in a care center for 9 months or more. And I'm a caregiver, so
Yes,
it was impossible.
Mm-hmm.
And then my brother, who happened to know something about you, suggested that I probably was a good candidate because he didn't think I could survive the
The other
other.
surgery, yeah, it's sometimes become very difficult, especially 2-day surgery, but it means 2-day we are cutting you and causing damage just by surgery itself. Now,
Yes.
but that is nothing unusual, that, and many of my colleagues say, fix it all or don't fix it at all. And I think that's a little cruel in a way because, not everybody is qualified for a 2-day surgery.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the only option you got, we looked at you and we could have done all the surgery at once, but we decided to do a segmental correction, meaning that just correcting what we thought is mostly causing you a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And the surgery was 15 months ago, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, tell me, what do you remember from the surgery itself?
Well, I don't remember how many days I was in the hospital.
I can tell you that, yeah. But go ahead, what do you remember?
I just remember being in the hospital, and they said I could go to the care center then.
Yeah.
And I was in the care center quite a while, and I got therapy there, which was
Mhm.
good.
Yes.
And
How long after the surgery did you start walking?
well, I started walking in the care center. They did some PT with
I
me,
see.
and that was good.
Now, the record says that the surgery was done under 2.5 hours, significantly under 2.5 hours, and we had just few hundred cc of blood loss for scoliosis surgery, which is practically unheard of. And as well, my record says that you were in the hospital just few days. You weren't like a week or so, just after the surgery,
no,
just
it
for a
was
few
just
days.
it was just enough to allow me to go to the care center.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just going to turn here, and we corrected the segmental correction, and from this level, which is 5, 4, 3, 2, from 2 to 5, in that levels, your scoliosis was actually 46 degree, and now we just measured it together. It was 14 degrees. So we corrected 2/3 of it. You still have some bad disc bottom, and you have still scoliosis above, which we just measured. It is about 11 degrees. So we decided not to correct everything because that would be a much higher kind of threshold for the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how are you now?
I feel good, and I do have to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't walk well, as I
Yeah,
talked with you
still
about
balance is some.
it. And my balance
difficult.
is not good, and I can't walk far.
Okay.
But
But
I feel so much better.
Yeah.
I don't have the significant pain that I had before.
And we are just about a little more than a year after the surgery. So some of those nerves need longer period of time to heal. So as we talked about, there's still a good chance that you're still going to get better. But at least you don't look that miserable as I remember as you were before the surgery.
Oh no, I'm not, and people, say that I look good, and
Yeah.
you know,
You do?
and I feel pretty good,
Okay.
you know, and I just have to watch. I know what to watch.
Yes. Generally, I remember that before the surgery, your pain was 8, 9, and 10.
Mm-hmm.
How bad would you rate your pain now?
I rarely, I'm at a 3, you know, and if I am above that for some reason, I don't know what maybe have caused it, maybe
Okay.
sitting in
Yeah.
the wrong position.
Generally under 3 then.
Yeah, I take a pain pill like Tramadol
Mm-hmm.
maybe twice a month,
Mm-hmm.
and I take a gabapentin with my sleep meds, which I've taken forever. So it's
Yeah.
not because of well, it is so I can sleep well,
Yeah. Yeah.
recover.
Now, so generally, do you think it was worth it to go through?
Oh yeah, I don't know what I would be like without
Yeah.
having it done.
Yeah, and I think that yeah, as you told us that 2-level and that 2-day surgery fusion, their recovery according to them would be still, you still would be recovering from that. You still would be
Maybe in a care center still.
still, yeah. So and so this is a huge advantage to open old-fashioned surgery. And I remember your surgery wasn't a regular surgery. Your spine was twisting and bending so bad that we literally had to do acrobatic with your spine to bend it the right way. And now, again, that is for many of my colleagues is that if you don't fix it all, don't fix it at all. Our take on that was, fix whatever you can fix with the minimum amount of damage. And I think that is you are the proof of that concept, that go after the clinical symptoms, not after the picture, really pays off for the patient. Do you agree with that?
I do.
Excellent.
I'm glad I had it,
Yeah.
and I don't look forward to ever having more surgery, but I wouldn't be afraid of it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate